Hey guys, welcome back to Music and Royalties Explained. The name is Kimali and I'll be your host for today. So guys, today we're going to talk about Spotify and Distrokid. As you guys may have heard, over 750 songs have been removed from Spotify recently, and that's it affects artists that are distributing their songs through Distrokid. Now, a lot of artists are angry, they're going crazy, they are mad at the distributor and also at the distribution store, which is Spotify. Recently, Distrokid has released a statement, saying that it wasn't their fault, and so artists are blaming the store and they're also blaming the distributor. So I came across this article that was wrote by Chris Lopez, and we are definitely going to go through it together. I'm going to actually read it, and as I say, everything that I'm about to say is alleged. So I quote everything that I'm about to say. It's all quote, and we're just going to go through it and we're going to see what's really happening. Okay, so as the article starts by saying Spotify has recently removed over 750,000 songs from their platforms due to artificial stream and unnatural behaviors. Distrokid claims Spotify is removing the songs, but coincidentally, the removals are only happening to Distrokid artists. Artists are upset and start a petition, which you can find here, and the petition is right there. What I'll do is I'll copy a link of this article and I'll put it in the description area so you guys can visit it yourself. Alright, so we're gonna go further down into what has been said. To try and have Spotify re-upload those songs, tons of artists are losing trust in both platforms and are advising each other to switch distributors. Do you blame them? It's already bad enough artists aren't getting what they deserve from royalties, just as we're all recovering from a bad 2020 year. Spotify has chosen to penalize artists. The timing for Spotify to choose New Year's Day to damage an artist's ego is horrendous, to say the least. And horrendous means terrifying. It's very terrifying because just after New Year's Eve and all these artists are expecting to see, looking towards the new year to do new projects and putting their stuff out, and then this happened, so it's very terrifying, I'm telling you. So we're just gonna read as we go along, and it says, rumor has it that Distrokid owes a lot of money to Spotify, which could be the result for the target agenda. As a result, artists are paying the price. In an unfair manner, artists lost all the hard work on music they have been promoting themselves and networking on social media. As a curator myself, I am hearing tons of stories from artists having issues. Surprisingly, they have all been Distrokid artists, which leaves us to believe there's something going on behind the scenes. It can't be possible that this issue is only happening for one distribution company, although Distrokid claims it's not only them. Wow. Wow. I've been reaching out to multiple artists to get more insight, and my very first question now is, who is your distributor? I've been advised from many industry insiders you can get your song back on the platform, but would need to re-upload the song with a new distributor. You would need all the same metadata, cover art, and ISRC. Hopefully you can get your numbers back, but would definitely get your song re-uploaded to the platform. And that's if you choose to continue upload to Spotify, which a lot of artists are even reluctant to do that. As all this chaos ensues, I personally was made aware that my song, You Know How I Like It, has been removed. This song was a hold release and wasn't currently being promoted. So I am on the same boat which artists looking for answer. this was an old release and wasn't currently being promoted. So I am on the same boat with artists looking for answers. If you're an artist that has been affected by this war between Spotify and Distrokid and want further information, you can contact Spotify for artists for more detail. And he did put a link down there where you guys could just click and get, straight to, getting some answers. More than likely, they will tell you a copy and paste answer about artificial, unnatural behaviors, but I would definitely reach out to both parties to see what they say about your release. I would also reach out to my curator you've worked with and see what they say about their strategies. Don't be alarmed. You didn't do anything wrong. It could be anything that Spotify or Distrokid consider unnatural behavior. Distrokid even went as far as telling people, do not tell family and friends to listen to your music on repeat. I think that's unfair as well, since independent artists rely on each listen to build up a fan base. No, like seriously, so they would really go as far as telling, like, I know persons that would listen to songs and repeat for like hours. Persons going like coming from work and stuff like that, and they listen to their favorite track and all that stuff, come on. Okay, so there will be a link on it where he says you could click as well, and you will hear the response from Distrokid. And also in the article, he pointed out some suggestions of distribution stores where he think that you guys could actually use, and some of these distribution stores that he mentioned are Amuse, Symphonic, and United Master. And first I'm hearing about this one. It's Track, TRAC.co. So I think that company is from Canada, so you could check them out as well. And one thing to note, once you're going to upload your songs, again, you'll definitely need the same ISRC code and cover and metadata. That's if you want to keep the numbers that you had before the song was taken down and everything. And as an artist, you should always have your own playlist and network with fans and artists, which is something that I suggest to artists every day, that you definitely need a playlist for yourself, and you should be definitely networking with other artists, because if you do collaborations with other artists, that will help build both of you fan base, so you would share fans, that would be a very good thing for both of you all. Let's see if he says anything else here. He said share your music with your playlist and build your own fan base. Also, person-to-person fans will gradually help you build momentum from zero. A good strategy has always been to try and get as many people to follow you on Spotify, as well as getting a ton of pre-saves before a release. In regards to marketing, going forward, I suggest not doing any promos until all this gets cleared up, especially if you're using Distrokid. Well, it's really hard to determine what curators do what, but I will do my due diligence and revise every curator I worked with to see what they say. At this point, it's really a shame Spotify and Distrokid have chosen to penalize artists when they could have done things differently to not affect all independent artists. All we can do now is move forward, do research, and move over to a new distributor. Good luck, everyone. Please reach out with any information you're also receiving. You can reach out to me as well to discuss networking. And he says, Happy New Year to all the artists and everything. And he is also letting them know that he don't want them to be discouraged, just keep making music and keep releasing it, and you will get everything you work hard for, So you guys can definitely see that he really cares about artists and independent artists on top, because he wouldn't go to the length of doing writing all this if he didn't care. And as it suggests, he's the kind of person who goes out and he meets different persons and help artists to work with each other and build a community, So this is really good. And I mean, it's really bad to see what's happening, because I know there's a lot of artists who have really worked hard to really get thus far with their songs and so forth. I see persons on Facebook on a daily basis posting on these groups and everything. I see a lot of persons sending their songs to me on Instagram to listen and everything. So it's really crazy. It's really crazy. I would really like to know what's happening, and I'm looking forward to giving some answers. But for me personally, all I can say to all these artists is, you could always re-upload your songs that which you have lost, with a different distributor. Just make sure that you have your ISRC codes and your metadatas in place. Even if you use a different wallpaper cover art, I mean, I don't think that's a problem. Just make sure that the metadata, as in the ISRC code or the UPC and all that stuff, is in play. Because if you don't have all of those correct, which you had before on the song, then you're gonna lose all the numbers that you have on the song initially. So I wish you guys all the best, and I mean, any questions at all, you guys can always leave it in the comment section below. I'll be posting the link to this article within the description section, and I'll see you guys definitely in another video.